I'm actually testing out something. I'm using the back camera of my iPhone 13 here, and this is how the audio of my phone sounds like when the sunroof is open. I'm literally like right next to a road. You can see the road is right there. Yeah, but I'm gonna try out a couple of lavalier microphones as well as a wireless lavalier microphone, so you can see how much noise it picks up compared to the microphone on the iPhone itself. All right, so for this test, we're gonna be using a couple of equipment. The first one that we're gonna be using is the Synco. This is one that I've had for a couple of weeks now, a couple of months, no, just about a month now. We're gonna be testing it out with another kind of lavalier microphone, because the Synco comes with its own wired lavalier as well as a wireless lavalier microphone. So this is the wired lavalier microphone that it comes with. We're gonna be testing it out by itself, plugged into the iPhone, of course, and then we're also gonna be using their lavalier microphone plugged into their wireless lav transmitter and then connected to the iPhone 13. So we're gonna be using this little handy dandy dongle right here. But aside from that, because you are able to plug in a different lavalier microphone into the transmitter, what I did is actually I got myself a little bit more of a little bit higher end quality of a lavalier microphone, and it's the, I'm gonna cover my name right here, it's the Sony stereo lav microphone. It's the ECM-LV1 model. As you can see right here, ECM-LV1. Unfortunately, the picture of the lavalier itself is blocked off by the Best Buy pickup kind of paper scan that it comes with, so I can only show you this bottom part, but we're going to be using this microphone basically to see how the microphone sounds on its own, as well as connected to the Synco wireless transmitter to the iPhone 13, and we'll see if it makes any difference if you're using a different type of lavalier microphone to the Synco, or if it sounds exactly the same with their lavalier microphone that it came with. So let's go ahead and start. We're gonna be doing an apples to apples comparison. So we're gonna start off with the wired lavalier microphones directly connected to the iPhone 13 using their dongle, the Apple dongle. So right now you're listening to the wireless lavalier microphone that came with a Synco wireless lav mics, and this is the audio quality that it sounds directly plugged into the iPhone 13. Let me know if you're picking up the noise from the roadside right next to me with the wind that's kind of coming in from the open sunroof right now, or if it's just as clear as it is with just the iPhone 13, where it was just my voice that was kind of like, you know, getting picked up and isolated. But it is an omnidirectional lavalier microphone, so I'm expecting to hear like a lot of noise coming in, but maybe not. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so to show you a quick example of how these two wired lavaliers, wired mic lavaliers look like, this is the Synco wired lav microphone. As you can see, it's just a very tiny piece connected to this one wire. It's an omnidirectional microphone, but it does not have like a left or right mic. It's just kind of like one whole big round kind of screen around it. And this is how the Sony stereo lav mic looks like. As you can see, it does have the Sony branding, and then it does have the stereo L and R microphone. So on one end there's a microphone, and then on the other end there's also a diaphragm pickup. So with that said, let's go ahead and see how this Sony lav mic sounds like. Okay, so to make sure that we do have a very, very close or even comparison between these two wired microphones, I do have the muffler on it right now, so hopefully it's gonna be the same kind of quality where it's not like really windy kind of because like I said, the sunroof is open, as you can probably see right now. But yeah, this is the audio quality from the Sony ECM-LV1. It is a stereo microphone, so there is a left and a right microphone right now. But to make this comparison kind of really fair, I kind of attached it at about the same location that I did with the other Synco lav mics. It's kind of like brushing against my very fat chin right now, so hopefully that's not really making any scratching noises, and if it is, I'm sorry. Alright, so this right now is the Cinco Wireless Lav microphone by itself. As you can see, it's right here on my shirt. To make the comparison kind of even out, sorry, you can kind of hear like a siren behind me, but you're now listening to the wireless lav microphone by itself, connected to the receiver, of course, and to the dongle on the iPhone. Right now, it's at gain 0, but I think I'm gonna adjust this to kind of make it a little bit more fair. How about a gain 3? If this audio level is too low, I'm gonna adjust the gain up, with the gain adjusted up to +3, because you can only adjust it by increments of threes. So I did listen to the prior audio quality or audio that I recorded on the video, and I think it sounded really nice and clean. I am speaking in the same tone that I was when I used the wired lab microphones, and still the condition is the same, still by the same road, still with the sunroof open, and here, and you can kind of like have wind coming in from there, as well as all the cars passing by with the broken branches on the middle of the road. But yeah, this is the Cinco Wireless Lav Mic at gain level 3. I'm gonna go ahead and attach the two wireless lav microphones, but I'm gonna adjust the gain back down to level 0 to make it all fair and even, so you can hear if there's any if one microphone is louder than the other, as far as like preamps go, or if one is able to pick up a cleaner signal over the other. So I'm gonna make that fair and make everything back down to 0, so everything is set to how it would normally kind of function on its own anyway. Okay, so to be honest, I don't really know how this is gonna sound like right now, because I do have both microphones plugged into the transmitters at the same time, because the Cinco does come with two receivers. Both of them are at level 0. I don't know how I'm gonna show you this level recording, but so the Cinco microphone is connected into this. This is letter A. Let me see if I can show that to you without adjusting any of that gain levels. Yep, so this is letter A, as you can see, and this is the Cinco regular wired lavalier microphone. And then this is the Sony, which is letter B. So what I'm going to do so that you can kind of tell the difference between the two microphones is I'm going to adjust one or the other as I'm talking. I'm going to be muting one of them as I speak so you can tell the difference. Like right now, I did mute the Cinco wireless lavalier microphone, so you're just hearing the Sony ECM LV1 through the Cinco wireless lav microphone. And then I'm gonna go ahead and mute the Sony LCM ECM LV1 lavalier microphone. So now you're just hearing the Cinco wired lavalier microphone with the Cinco G2 transmitters. Yeah, so like I said, both of these are using Cinco wireless lavalier microphones. None of them are having any kind of boosts or preamps adjusted to it. They don't have anything special on them. There is no you can do a noise canceling on both of these, but for the sake and purposes of trying to see which or the audio quality of all of these microphones by themselves, I am not adjusting any of that. So both of these still have the regular audio levels on them, both at gain 0. They're just, I'm just using them right out of the box. No special treatments to any of these microphones, just all gain 0. Everything is at mono. Probably shouldn't have done that, but that's fine. So right now it is the Cinco wireless lavalier microphone to the Cinco wired lav mic, which is letter A. And again, now we are on the Cinco wireless lav microphone connected to the Sony ECM LV1 on channel B. So this is how the audio quality sounds like on both of these. And this is the audio quality as it would sound on the iPhone 13, the rear camera and the rear microphone. So this is how it sounds with the sunroof open in the vehicle. We are also right by a very busy road. As you can tell right there are cars passing by across the street. Right now there are none of them, but earlier I promise you there was a lot of cars passing by earlier. There you go, there's even trucks. Alright, so you saw a couple of cars. This is how the audio quality sounds like. As you can tell, the picture quality of the iPhone 13 is already good on its own, and the audio quality of the iPhone 13 is also good on its own. So if you're starting out with anything, you can literally use your iPhone to create your content, no problems whatsoever. It has really good mic, has a really good isolation for your voice. But if you are kind of like wanting to up your audio game or your audio quality, then picking up the audio or the wired lav mic from Best Buy for the Sony ECM LV1 if you like that sound. You can also pick up the Synco wireless lav microphone. It will come with 2 transmitters and a receiver, and it will come with wired lav microphones if you're into that, if you need a more like versatile wireless kind of setting. But if you do just want to have the wired microphone, which is a lot more reliable, then you can use either one of these two, and they sound really awesome. Alright, so for those of you who are like in a really tight budget right now, or if this like trying to buy an external microphone just really isn't in the picture right now, if you do have the Apple earphones, this is the audio quality that would actually come with these earphones. And to be honest, for the quality that they are, I think they do a really good job at isolating like background noises as far as like audio recordings, or it could also be just be the iPhone's software on its own, because we are recording this on 4K 30 frames per second, and I have not moved an inch. It's still with the open sunroof, right by the side of the road in front of like Military Highway. If you're wondering like exactly where I am, you know how busy Military Highway Road is here in Virginia. Norfolk, Virginia. So if you're looking for like trying to start content creation and all you have is your earphones and your iPhone, absolutely go right ahead. It sounds awesome, and I think it's just right at picking up your voice over all the external noise. But if you do kind of just really want to invest, then I would highly suggest going with the Sony ECM LV1 because of the just it has like a much better presence in my opinion. It isn't wireless, but again, you can connect any wireless transmitter on there and you would have the audio quality of the Sony ECM LV1. But again, you could not go wrong with the Synco wireless receivers. The Synco wireless receivers come with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver, so you can have 2 people on there. You can have 2 different live microphones connected on there. But again, you don't need any fancy gear and equipment to start your content creation, especially if you're just starting out. All you need is literally just your phone and this Apple earphones, if that's all you have. And there you go. There you have it. Start your content creation right now.